Hello everyone, it's Kay here again, and I'm here today to share something completely different with you, and it is from a lady that I have followed for many years, Christina Griffiths, who has a YouTube channel of her very own, has appeared on Create and Craft in the past, and actually used to do a whole lot of work for the Sizzix company. Well, congratulations to Christina, but she's actually launched her own range, you know, which would be everyone's dream in the world if that opportunity arose. And she has launched this Card Making Magic by Christina Griffiths range, which I've got in front of me here. Now, I did purchase it, and I was very fortunate to have a discount voucher as a first-time buyer from the Craftstash company online, and they are exclusively holding Christina's range of craft materials on their site. I mean, I don't know if this will be a forever thing, or if indeed after a given period of time Christina will put herself out there to other businesses, but as it stands at the moment, Craftstash are holding the exclusive holding the exclusive rights to sell Christina's products. And I've bought this one particularly because it is the most amazing value. It truly is. There are 9 dies, I believe. Let me just check again. No, I'm lying to you. I'm going to empty it all out, and you'll see for yourself. This is a complete die set. So if you're just starting out in your craft life and buying everything in sight, as we tend to do when we first start out, and then as we get further into crafting, we decide that perhaps we've made some rash buys along the way, this is an ideal and pretty wonderful place to start, I have to say. This creates boxes and cards from one easy, complete set of dies. All you would need is your card stock to just simply get started. Now, if I show you Christina's site here, www.cardmakingmagicdesigns.co.uk, then you can go along and check the site. She's also Christina Griffiths on YouTube. I'll try and leave a link to her channel. Her forte is card making, and I am simply delighted to find that she has gone on and created this particular range of card making tools. Now, this is the outer aspect. If I go through these one at a time, and they do cut beautifully, I have to say. This is the box. Let's move these out of the way. And all you have to do is cut 2 of these and trim off this top bit here, this flap area on one of the pieces, fold and burnish where the lines are indicated, and join the 2 pieces together to make a really substantial and significant card box, which actually could be used for other bits and pieces as well, I have to say. So that's the box bit. You then have a special die here that has got 3 cutting edges, which I don't believe you'll be able to see up close. Hold on, let me see. If you see the cutting line there, that goes around 3 of the edges, and then there's a blank. So you can either put that to the fold of your card and cut out, or you can use it on the outside edge of the already cut card, and it will cut through 2 layers, which I've established since I've had it, very effectively, and give you a card. I can just check here so I'm not telling you any lies. The card size is 5 by 7. So that's 7 inches wide and 5 inches deep, which is a pretty standardised card size, which gives you lots and lots of room to decorate, use designer papers and that kind of thing. So that's the second aspect, and as I say, it cut beautifully through quite a good quality cardstock, so I was delighted with that bit. You then have a stitched edge mat, which is a delight, it really is. It's quite large stitch work, so you can actually see it would be quite effective on the mat of any particular coloured card or paper that you wanted to use within your project. You then have a banner, which is a good size for putting script into or labels and that kind of thing. Then there is this little thing which looks quite insignificant, but actually it makes a glorious hinge. It's scored, it's ready just to run through your die cutting machine on the appropriate plates, and you would just fold that and burnish, and it would make an anchor on the card. There's a little gift tag affair, which is pretty standard too, but it's lovely to have it within the group of dies. There is a decorative border, which is not insignificant, as you can see. Very, very detailed. Again, it cuts beautifully. There are corner elements here, which are absolutely delightful. It's quite a chunky die, but actually when you take out all the spare bits of card and so on, it is a really, really delicate corner embellishment, which works really, really well. Then there are other labels that you might like to utilise to layer or put little bits and pieces into to decorate your project. There are then, oh, I've mislaid one. There are then 2 other flower dies. This clearly you could just layer up if you wanted to. It cuts a dream, it really does. Then there's your standard flower, and somewhere, although I'm sad to say I've put it somewhere and can't find it, there is a much smaller one which would act as stamens and fit in the centre of both of those flower dies, which is great news. I mean, even if you layered them up together, it would make a very, very pretty flower in, you know, coordinating cardstock or designer paper. And then there is this beautiful spray, leaf spray, which you could then just add some made up flowers to and really make a stunning card from it. So that is the sum total. Apart from the bit that I've put away or mislaid, my table is in absolute... Oh, here it is it? No, that's the other die which I've cut out here, and you can see it, and I've got it on my table here, which I will sort out. But you can see it will sit into the flowers very, very readily and neatly. So it really is such a lovely set. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dies, 13 dies. Let me just make sure I'm telling you right again. Hold on, I haven't got them all out. Oh my word, no, there's more, sorry. I thought I was a bit short then, do bear with me. Okay, so there is the centrepiece that I thought I'd put away and lost, which cuts out, and you can see the detail of the cutting. It's really very, very good indeed. Then a happy birthday sentiment, which again would come in very, very useful. A standalone leaf if you wanted just to pop in around flower sprays and that kind of thing. And then there's a more fulsome bit of leaf or foliage that you could use within the project. So all of this comes in that one boxed set. and it's called the Complete Card and Box Die Set. It's just amazing, I have to say, it really, really is. I don't often rant and rave about things. I do promote other shops that sell and so on, but this, in my opinion, is just such an outstanding, well thought out product. And as I say, if you never bought another craft thing, another die or another set of anything, and you only had this in your stash, I know you could come up with a million gazillion different designs that would make for really beautiful gifts to pass on. Now, I did make something myself, because I wanted to show you how it looks when it's all made up. This then is the box, and as I said to you, it is really quite substantial. All your edges can go along the base of the box, so you don't have any untidiness there. I've decorated the front, as you can see, the sun shining again, sorry, so we're getting a little bit of shade and light here. But if I close up a little bit, I've just used a Studio Light 3D decoupage set to make up this lovely, lovely box. And I've used lace to go around the edge. As you can see, I've put a little finger grip in the top of the box here, so the lid then opens up. You've got your two flaps on either side, and inside is my 5x7 card, which I am really, really delighted with. It came out so nicely, and all I had to do, literally, having cut out the card stock with the die, was put something on the front of the die. I've lined the card as I always do, and that took me about half an hour, I guess, to put together. Not long at all, but it does give a very polished and very lovely finished effect. So I hope that, you know, you can understand why I'm so eager to promote this particular set made by Christina. Now, I watched Christina today. She's got several die sets out there of extraordinary value. This is probably the most expensive in her collection at $19.99. But what I want to say is, if you sign on to Craftstash, they are actually giving you a discount for your very first purchase at the moment. I don't know how long it'll go on for, but it certainly is, if you're interested at all, it certainly is worth looking into it to see whether that offer is still available. It's just amazing. The other dies, embossing folders and that kind of thing, are all well under £10, and it is for multiple dies. I'll put a link to Christina's YouTube channel underneath this video once it's all gone through the due process. Do go along to her channel and have a look. She's actually making cards to show off all in her collection, and she has just done the most amazing wedding card, which, you know, bearing in mind time of year will soon be upon us for summer brides, it might be worthwhile just going along and having a look at her work if you don't know Christina already. So if you do go along, please just say that you've come over from my channel. I have told her that I will review this, because I don't believe anyone has done it yet, and I hope that you feel you want to go along and have a look. These are more cutouts. I don't know if you can see them. The light's changed again from the die set, and you can see they really are very nicely done. So with that, I shall love you and leave you. Hope that you go along and have a little look see. It is well worth the investment, and I don't believe you would be unhappy if you chose to take on this particular pack. So thank you for sharing this time with me once again. Take care everyone. Bye bye for now.